So evolve or die. You might be wondering, that seems a bit strong, but I'm just started reading Curtis 50 Cent Jackson's new book, Hustle Harder, Hustle Smarter. And in the start of it, exactly what he said. He said, evolve or die. He's had to evolve himself. I'm not going to go too much into his book. I'm only at the start of it as well, but he's had to evolve himself multiple times to keep on pushing forward. So it really begged me the question in property and what you are doing in your property business today to evolve your ideas and your thinking to move forward with the new times that we're going in. So I'm Harvey. I'm a remote property investor. It means I live in the south and I invest in the north, and I've done this for a few reasons. One, I've always foreseen that we're evolving into a technology information age, so we need a new way of living and a new way of operating our businesses. So I've been really focusing on this. I read Daniel Priest's stuff, I read Sapiens and Homo Deus, so all these books. I thought, yeah, okay, we need to evolve into this. Darwin said it wasn't the strongest or the smartest of the species that survived, it's the ones that are most willing to adapt to change. So, but I had to change because I was forced to adapt to this because I want to invest remotely. I wanted to change my ideas to invest remotely, even though everybody said only invest within an hour of where you live. I was like, no, I can't afford to invest locally. It will work. So I evolved my ideas to go online and find out ways to do this. Also, my wife is from Holland, so we go back to Holland a lot. Also, I had a bit of a burnout about 6 years ago, my third burnout, and I said to myself, I'm going to travel monthly to have a bit of have a break monthly, whether it's going abroad or local, to reset my mind. So I evolved my ideas and thinking and my beliefs into saying to myself, I can have monthly breaks, I can run my business from Holland, I can run my business in the south when it's in the north. And I went about using tech and the more technology we've got to do that. So way before COVID's actually interrupted my monthly breaks, but hey ho, like I still had the ability. When COVID hit, there was many things, there's this word pivot, there was many things in my businesses that was threatened. I had to change a few things, I had to evolve myself again even more. But luckily I was familiar with this online process. I've got my team members, I've got them in the north, I've got them in the south, I've got them in Colombia, I've got them in the Philippines, you know, and I've always operated online. I've got actually office that we don't even use in the north. In fact, I'm going to put it up for rent very soon again because we're just not getting no use from it really, because all my team's always been set up way before COVID to operate remotely. So my question for you is, what are you doing in your businesses today to evolve your ideas, to move forward? What are you doing? Are you already evolving? Are you evolving your efforts to get online and run your property business as an online business? You know, you might think, how can I do this? Property is a physical thing. But look, as we was locked down, every agent went online viewings, the systems and processes and procedures to be able to operate your businesses online is so important today, not just because we might hit another lockdown, but because it streamlines your business, but also gives you the freedom to operate on your terms within your business, you know. So I can operate from home, which I've always have done. This is my home office. I've always operated from home, but I can operate from Holland when I go abroad. I can operate when I travel monthly. That's why it allows me to be able to do all these things, because I've set my business up where it can be operated fully from online. If you don't do this, not only will you not be able to live on your own terms, but you face being left behind. If you're doing it the old pen and paper way of doing things, is it's not just the benefits you get from freeing up your time and not freeing up your time, but freeing up you being able to travel and work from anywhere. But it also frees up your time and systemizes your business into a way where it's streamlined, which is going to be more and more and more important. As you can see, there's Goliath businesses that's going out of business because they didn't evolve into the new spaces of business. You know, Deberman's, Topshop, all these businesses are going out of business because they didn't evolve. You look at the Tesco's and all this. They evolve really, really quickly, you know, and they got themselves online. You can shop online, you can self-scan your stuff. They're all evolving really, really quickly. So they're standing the test of time. When people like you look at when supermarkets first come in, and you had the little retailers saying, "Oh, look, they're taking our business." The thing is, if something's more convenient, people are going to do it. Amazon, people moan about Amazon, but if it's more convenient, you're going to do it. You know, regardless of how much you moan about it, people are going to do what is more convenient for them. So unless you evolve with it, so the really, really strong ones, like the little butchers that really stayed strong, they made sure they got locally sourced meat, and they had a USP to evolve with that and got an online presence. So again, this is leading into it. Have you got an online presence in your business today? Because if you haven't, you're definitely going to be washed behind. Daniel Priest's books, he says there's a wave of change coming, and COVID has sped that up rapidly, but it was coming anyway. And you can either be a surfer and you can jump on and ride these waves, or you're going to be just washed out behind from them. And business is going to be tough, and it shows you can't just rest on your past performances to keep on moving forward. So you evolve in the way what your strategies are, what you're doing. Like before, as I said, I invest remotely because back in the day you could do that. Maybe 15 years ago it was fine. It wasn't feasible doing it remotely, but everything you can do in person can be done remotely today. I can run my teams, I can view properties. A new guy even viewed a property from the other day, never give him any training. I just went through it, got a tick list off, got the offer, and got the offer accepted without stepping in the property. Anything, there is trade-offs for it, by the way, of course there is, but the trade-offs are really well worth it. So anything you can do in person can be done online. So you thinking about the strategies that used to be working yesteryear. It depends where you are, or have you got, for example, single let properties are the foundation of any portfolio. So you want a nice residual base of single let properties before you jump up to your HMOs, your service apartments, your commercial developments, your developments, because this gives you the residual foundation, and this gives you the barrier to entry easier, lets you cut your teeth on smaller, easier deals that are less damaging. So you want really lighter refurbs, and get you used to managing tenants, finding agents, doing all this, just doing all the stuff on a smaller scale. But if you live in the southeast, buying properties as single lets just don't work. The figures don't work. The barriers to entry is so high, financial. So you need to evolve your ideas and think about investing remotely. But that said, if you're already in the southeast and you invested 15 years ago and you've got 20, 30, 40, 100 single let properties, you probably ain't thinking about remote investing in the north. But then you might want to be thinking about evolving into HMOs if you're not already, or evolving into development, because of the opportunity that represents itself with the permitted development and the Boris's build little thing that's going on at the moment. So you've constantly got to be evolving. In like, things change, you know, and this is yesterday's success can be the biggest threat to tomorrow's future successes, because it sometimes makes you complacent. Doing the new things, you have to step out your comfort zone. You have to be unfamiliar with it. Getting online, first of all, and be unfamiliar with it. How many people who had continued operating through the COVID situation had to just adapt to that, and it was unfamiliar with them, but now they're used to doing Zoom calls. Now they're used to operating with a CRM system, because they couldn't actually go and do it in person. So this is the thing, when you're in your comfort zone and you're doing something already, it kind of traps you, because you don't want to go through the awkwardness of not understanding it and having to figure it out, and the pain from evolving forward. But if you don't do that, like it's demonstrating, like these sort of recorrection times and these uncertain times really sort of just evolves you forward and washes out the old and moves in the new again. So money don't disappear, business don't disappear in general, but the shift of things keep on moving. So what I'm going to encourage you all to do in 2021 is keep on evolving your ideas and keep on moving forward. Think about your strategies. If you're new to property and you live in the south, think about remote investing. It can 100% be done remotely now. Everything you can. The biggest thing is networking, and then going into that, if you're not online and building your personal brand, it's going to be so important. Everybody does business via trust. So many businesses showing up today, so many people online. So unless you're building your personal brand with a strategical effort between posting your content and content marketing and documenting what you're doing, you really you're really exposed to being left behind. So really, like back in the day, you could get away with not having to be online, without not having to post videos, without not having to do content marketing. And remember, quite often a lot of the things you have to evolve into are things that you feel uncomfortable with, and because you're in your comfort zone. But if you don't evolve them, then you're at danger of not moving forward. So please share with me, what are you thinking about evolving in 2021? Are you thinking about, as I said, remote investing, the strategies I put together for remote investing works even if you're in your own location. You want to be able to run everything via one of these things, via your phone. All your systems, processes, and everything operational fully through your phone. And as I said, even if you live in a location where you invest because you can buy great deals, low purchase, high yielding property, single let properties, or you live in a location, morning Phil, or you live in a location where you can, or you're in a position, where you can do development, you still want to have the CRM systems, the online presence, the ability to evolve forward into these strategies that I'm talking about. Whether you're doing it remotely or not, still the same strategies are applicable. So please let me know, what are you doing to evolve your ideas? What are you doing to evolve your business? What are you doing to keeping on forward on the edge of that innovation? And yeah, I'd be keen to see in the comments what you're up to. But remember, if you don't evolve your ideas, you're never going to live on your own terms. So evolve your ideas, live on your own terms, and have a fantastic day, everyone.